Well, Matt,
Phil,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. That's it.
That's it. Happy New Year.
We did. Okay. See you later. I feel like I look like a host at Chili's.
No.
No?
No.
I'm okay?
Yes. Yes, of course you are. You look great.
Well, I think it's, come on. You're like you're fashion forward. Is that what it is?
No, I don't know about that.
I'm like fashion upside down.
This is the first time I've ever worn a bow tie.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I've worn it for a wedding and then another wedding.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when I got married, the tux, I had a tie. I didn't do the bow tie.
Yeah, did I do it? No, I did a tie.
Yeah.
At your wedding.
Well, I figured, since we're doing the New Year's episode,
I know, 2025.
it's
we just dated it.
well, of course we did.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're doing here. Welcome to Whiskey Bits,
With Matt and Phil,
where we sip on everyday whiskeys.
and find the funny in our everyday lives.
So for tonight, we thought we would class up this joint a little bit.
Yeah.
By getting dressed up, and we're gonna do not joints.
Oh, okay.
No, we're gonna do the old fashioned. Nope.
You were so
Rewind.
Joints?
No, we're not doing joints. We're doing Manhattans.
Oh.
So Manhattan, traditionally, classically, however you want to say it.
It just sounds fancy.
Well, and it goes into a fancy glass, and like it's very fancy.
Nice legs.
So I figured we had to dress up.
Yeah, dude.
All right, so
Good idea.
Manhattan is typically a rye whiskey.
Is it typically a rye?
Typically a rye whiskey. You can sometimes do a bourbon, and then you've got sweet vermouth, a couple dashes of the bitters, and you garnish with a cherry.
Now, sweet vermouth, that's like wine, right?
Yeah, it's vermouth. Yeah, it's like wine.
It's a wine.
It's like a liquor though. It's like a
wine liqueur.
Yeah.
Wine liquor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I took a swig of the one I had. It was good.
Yeah. Well, let's take a swig.
Let's take a swig of this.
Yeah.
Now you don't do smelling. I mean, it does smell.
No, you typically just sip on this and drink it. Like, have fun with it.
I think.
Is it good?
Yeah. I think I could just have that every day. Like if I had a castle, and I had to go through like they did. Or was it the women that would go through?
We
like to go through. Have you ever watched Downton Abbey?
No.
I feel like we would fit in now. You would be the help.
One of us.
You would be the help. Well, because you have a bow tie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Should I put my other tie back on?
No, it looks good. Okay. But this is, I feel like they have brandy or they have, whatever. But like I would have this every night.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I want to be like a tutor or something. Is that what it is? You'd be a tutor?
Like you teach people things?
No, like a Tudor.
I have no idea.
Tudor.
Okay.
Like the show.
You're the British one.
I've
never seen the show. My wife's watched it.
The Tudors? I've never watched it.
Never watched or Downton Abbey. No.
I just drooled in my face. It is so good. It is not as, I would say, not as sweet as a old fashioned.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right?
There's no sugar in it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, did Manhattan come out before old fashioned?
Oh, gosh, that's a great question. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know the answer to that.
Was it made in Manhattan?
Sure.
Starring
this
J-Lo?
is this is the least amount of research I've done.
It's because it's New Year's. What do you need to research?
Look, if you want to know, go look it up.
Go look it up.
Like,
the past is in the past.
Yeah, I don't
leave it in the past.
I'm not going to worry about this.
No.
I do feel like we should have educated you, listeners, on what the I almost call it an old fashioned guy. What the Manhattan is.
Well, you said what it is.
So we live really close to the Wisconsin border. Would you agree?
I would agree. Yes.
Okay. And would you also agree that sometimes
I feel like I'm in court.
Sometimes you do go to Wisconsin and you would like to have a cocktail.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I've learned is when you go to Wisconsin and you want an old fashioned, there are different old fashioned rules in Wisconsin than there are with the traditional old fashioned, which we know of as bourbon, whiskey,
Simple syrup.
simple syrup, bitters, garnished with an orange or cherry or lemon,
Right.
or all three, whatever.
I like the lemon version.
The lemon's
a
nice,
lot, yeah.
right? If you go into Wisconsin and ask for an old fashioned,
It's really weird.
so it's muddled. They use maraschino cherries. They muddle it with the sugar. Then they put the brandy in it, and then they ask you, "Would you like it sweet or sour?" And if you say sweet, they put a splash of 7-Up, and if you say sour, they put a splash of Squirt.
It's not even.
Okay, that's how they do it.
None of that is even close to
Right.
an old fashioned.
So it's their old fashioned. It's a Wisconsin old fashioned. It's a brandy old fashioned.
Okay.
Which isn't wrong. It's
sure it
just a
tastes
brandy.
good. Right.
It does. But I've found that I prefer a traditional old fashioned.
Yeah.
So I've decided that if I go into Wisconsin
Okay.
and I ask for an old fashioned and they say, "Would you like it sweet or sour?" I say, "You know what? I'll take a Manhattan." What's stirred and served up, which is how we're serving these here.
Oh.
So we stir this in ice, we pour it up.
What does that mean?
Not over ice. It's not shaken, not stirred. You remember?
Oh, James Bond. We got to do a James Bond one.
Well,
sometime.
it's martini, right?
Yeah.
So we stir it,
and
then we want it up, not on the rocks. Just
Because
straight up.
up means straight up.
Straight up.
In other words, no ice.
Mhm.
Yeah, on the rocks. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I do like it this way. More
Yeah.
drink.
More drink, yeah. There's more drink. There's a little bit more alcohol because there's the vermouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's the alcohol, but yeah.
Mm.
And on the show notes or in the title of the picture, you'll see the ingredients that we used. You'll see the picture of this is made with a Rittenhouse 100
Oh,
proof,
yeah. You'll see
bottled in bond.
The bib.
That's what.
Yeah,
we
tell
used
me
to
about
make.
the Rittenhouse. Have we
We haven't.
We haven't tried that one.
We haven't. No, that's
What do you know about that one?
That is it's a Rittenhouse. It's 100 proof. It's bottled in bond,
Bonded,
and it's a rye. That was a pick from the Antioch Fine Wine and Liquors. That's a barrel pick.
All right.
From
Oh,
the Fine Wine.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a.
It's pretty tasty.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was only like $30.
Nice.
Yeah,
See?
the Rittenhouse ryes are very, very accessible, very good.
It's so accessible.
Yeah,
I feel like you could say it's accessible when we're dressed like this.
Yeah, I would.
Like
yes.
we could just say that. Like, you know what? Going to. Jewel.
Are we? Should we only use big words from now on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're so fancy.
Yeah.
This is the fanciest I've been.
Yeah.
I think ever.
Do you know the one?
I'm not even wearing
maybe
a tie.
maybe since your wedding.
Yeah, or shoes. I don't even have shoes.
Well, yeah. Neither
These
of us have
socks I'm wearing don't even go up past the ankle.
I see that.
Yeah, should
I
have
was
worn.
I was a little worried about that.
Should have worn.
Now we're gonna see it, and
we'll just scoot that down.
you know what? This is
you're
the
right.
magic of television.
I can add boots
You just regular shoes.
or socks that go higher.
You do anything. It's
I would
the
do
magic of
anything.
television.
Yeah,
and you're
like-
like, I could add boots.
I can add boots.
You should add boots.
You should maybe add something that's more appropriate for what you're wearing. But I could add boots. That's
Yeah.
the whole point. Is I could.
Yeah.
Would take me 10 hours. But
Yeah.
I could do it.
So it'd be really good with a Sazerac rye if you could find one of those. To me, my favorite mixing rye is a brand. It's called Old Overholt
Yeah.
rye.
We don't have that here, do we? No.
No.
But I've seen it.
Yeah. You've seen it because it's everywhere.
It's all over the place.
And they have a rye. They have a bottled in bond rye as well, which I really like. And it's like $20 or $30.
Oh, I might have to.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Now, do you use
nice
that?
mixing rye?
It's a mixing one, so you're not typically drinking it?
It's good. It's a bottled in bond. So it's we talk about the old granddad
Yeah. Right.
bottled in bond
Uh-huh.
as being like, oh, this is really good for the price, and it's just really good. And then on top of that, it's a good price. Same thing with the Old Overholt. I feel it's definitely drinkable. It's not terrible, but like that's why you'd say, oh, well, it's a good quality whiskey, but I can use it in a mixed drink because it's $20.
Right.
For the bottle.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you would put that in here.
I would.
I feel like I'm holding my glass at an angle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like toying with fate.
Spilling it on your beautiful suit.
My beautiful suit.
Gorgeous suit.
Well, I don't wear cologne, so maybe it'll add some
Yeah.
good aroma to my pant leg.
So how
Moving right along.
How do you come back from this?
Why are you the way that you are?
So who do you think you are?
What gives you the right?
I love it.
Michael Scott.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wayne Gretzky - Michael Scott.
Yeah, that's right. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
Wayne Gretzky. Michael Scott.
Michael Scott.
That's the best.
It is good.
Oh my goodness.
That is good. Yes, you're toying.
Now, do you eat this garnish at the end?
Yeah.
Do you stir with it throughout?
I let it sit there. So these cherries, these are the Luxardo cherries. Mm-hmm. You've got to have a good quality cherry.
Yeah.
I think anytime you garnish with it, so there's a slight bit of alcohol in there, but as it sits
in the cherry itself.
Yeah. So as it sits in this, it sort of takes on a little bit more. So I typically will wait until the very end. If I'm having multiples, I'll wait till I'm done drinking out of this glass before I finish it, because I'll just let those.
Right. So like it's not necessary. I mean, it does add some because of the syrup on it, which sometimes I'll just spoon and eat it. I don't do that. No, that's never.
The syrup is delicious.
It's amazing.
It's really good.
Like, oh, I need to stir this again. Oh.
Yeah.
You have to stir it so that it doesn't settle.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use this spoon.
This spoon here.
Yeah, I might as well dip it in there first.
Spoon. Matt, that's a ladle. Shh, quiet. You.
Yeah, I try not to get too much of it into the drink,
because you don't really want that to mix in there.
I don't. The syrup from there, maybe not, because that's gonna make it a little bit too sweet.
Right. Maybe that's why I like my old fashions that I make just when I'm here, because I'm just like, yep, and I think sometimes I'll a little bit more, or I'll take the spoon that I used to pull it out and I'll stir it with the spoon.
Especially if you put a little bit less sugar, or if you're using maple syrup, just to give it
full sugar.
Oh,
man.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
I'm like, I want it to taste like candy, which it does.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have an old fashioned after this. It's New Year's.
It's New Year's. We can do as much as we want.
So this is really good.
Yeah.
I'm glad we talked about this ahead of time and decided to do Manhattans. And thank you for bringing the cool glasses and the sophistication. You have brought the sophistication to this show, because clearly not gonna get that from what you see up here.
Well, I think only today have I brought sophistication to the show.
Like in the knowledge, right? Like in the knowledge, and
because I told you all about the history of the Manhattan.
Right.
Today.
Yeah, we can dub it in later.
We want to dub it in later?
We'll use AI.
Oh, perfect.
We'll just use AI. We'll see. Like cut, and then I'll like put in like AI, and
you won't do any of that.
No, I'm not gonna do any of it. But this is what I would do.
Okay.
If I wanted to, and I don't want to, but I would if I could. But I just don't want to.
Yeah, I would if I wanted to.
I would if I wanted to. I just don't want to. It's a lot of work. Yeah. But just picture what it could have been.
I'm trying.
Wow, that's amazing.
I'm trying to picture it.
I mean, it is amazing. What this could
blown
have
away.
Been. Yeah, I'm blown
away.
I mean, 10 stars.
Yeah.
Right? They don't even do that. No rating system. That is the thing. Why? Let's just aside here. Why do ratings stop at 5 stars? Like, there are more stars. Like,
well, and there's also less stars.
There is. You could. Why not just 3?
Well,
like horrible, and then the best.
Well,
right?
I think you have to have. 4 stars, because there's like 4-star
generals. Yeah.
But Michelin restaurants?
Oh, sure.
Those 4 stars aren't, or is there a 5-star?
If there's,
I feel like there's only 4 stars in the Michelin.
I don't know, but that's like the best restaurant in the world, which probably serves you like foam.
And then there's 5-star hotels.
Yeah.
And then there's 5-star binders. And
that's true.
Notebooks.
That's true. And
do you remember
in Grand Theft Auto, if you get 5 stars, then you die. Or no, it's like the world's after you.
Oh,
but why not 10?
10's a lot.
Why not 100?
That's way too much.
I'm just saying, like, who decided this? Like, did they ask anybody? Like, hey, we're going to stop at 5. Well, I'm a little indecisive. I don't know. I feel like it's a 2.5. Well, then they go, 2.5 stars. I'm like, you can't have a half star. You know what a half star is? It's a star that is dead. There is no half star.
Well, I mean, some full stars are dead.
Yeah.
We just don't know it yet
Because of
how far
astronomy.
away they are. Yeah.
Wow, we've just gone to some different.
Yeah, 10 stars is too many. I think you can rate things out of 10.
When you say, "Hey, rate me out of 10," what am I? You go, yeah, out of 10. Nobody goes, "Hey, rate me out of 5."
Yeah, no,
Because you're like,
it's a scale. On a scale of 1 to 2, what would you say?
Nobody says that. They don't, on a scale of 1 to 5. Like, hey man, like, don't be a moron. Like, go up to 10. Like, the scale obviously goes to 10.
But wouldn't you just say like it's a multiple of 10?
I don't know. This just is frustrating.
Because like if I said 2.5 stars, that would be kind of like saying
5 stars.
5 star. Like you're right in the middle.
So here's what I'm going to say. This show, in reality, maybe we got 2.5 stars.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to tell people is we've got 5 stars.
Well, no, I would tell them,
show.
But it's out of 3. It's a 3-star rating.
Yeah, we can go down.
It's a 2.5, but yeah, but it's a 3-star. It's a 3-star rating.
How many people have rated you? 2.5 people.
No, we've got 700 ratings.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we're 2.5 stars.
2.5, yeah.
And they'll be like, that's not very good.
No,
that's
you know
in
what?
the middle, and like, but it's out of 3.
It's out of 3. Or
it's almost like this one goes to 11.
Right.
From Spinal Tap.
I have not seen that movie, but I know the reference because you just said it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's funny.
Yeah,
I know it now though. So I could say if somebody does it again. Like if you told it again later, I'd be like, I get it.
You still wouldn't though.
But no, I would not. It's the bass. No, it's the guitar.
Nope, it's the amp.
The amp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, this is all go to 11. Well, why does it go to 11?
Yeah.
Why don't you just make them all 10 and the 10's the loudest? Well, but these are all one louder. They all go to 11.
I'll go to 11. See, this is what I'm talking about.
One louder. See,
somebody has already thought of this. Wow.
Yeah,
that is
it's one louder.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Tangent.
And here's my new guitar. Like I haven't taken the tags off of it. Don't even look at it. No, you can't. Don't even look at it. We're gonna go over here now. You need to see this movie.
I need to watch it.
It's really good.
That's so funny.
This is Spinal Tap.
That'll be my New Year's resolution. I'll watch Spinal Tap.
So what? Okay, is in all seriousness, what are you looking forward to in this coming year?
Making some money.
Yeah.
Like, what am I looking forward
sponsors.
to? Yeah, sponsors. I'm looking forward to. In fact, I just did a ton of emails today to potential guests. Cool. So I'm looking forward to like for the show. Okay, I'm looking forward to getting. Some whiskey companies on here.
Sure.
And
that'd be great.
Some of those guys. For life, I think just more of what I'm trying to do. I'd like to do more shows. I'd like to maybe push that a little bit harder.
Sure.
The stand-up stuff, I kind of have taken aback a little bit of that. I have a show coming up, and I just had a show, but I have another one coming up next year, and so I think trying to book some of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then, trying to get more podcast clients, so it would be great. But yeah, I don't know. Just I'm happy about life and where I'm at. I'm grateful and I don't know.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
I think
great.
it's like I have goals.
Yeah,
but I don't want to do them.
Okay,
I'm just kidding. No, I have goals,
I'm
but
with
like
you.
I just we'll see what happens.
Sure.
If I do one of those, that's going to be amazing, right? Like if I can say, hey, I would like more podcast clients. I would like to see that grow, and that's the only thing that happens. Great. Or hey, I would like to get more shows and maybe put a little more focus on that. Great. Or I'd like to book, So in each of those areas, like I would love to see growth. I think just general growth.
Yeah.
But if it happens in only one, that's fine. If it happens in none, I'll have to be content. But I don't think that's gonna happen. If I'm putting work into stuff, I think I'm going to see something. So
yeah.
Unless I get hit by a train, then I'm going to see stars.
I got to tell you.
5 stars.
5 stars, probably. Well, 3.5. 3.5. So
that was good.
I the last several years, I've looked into the year and thought, oh man, this is going to be great. This is going to be so good. And I've decided that this year, for 2025, after the 2022, 23, 24 that I've had, and just all of the stuff, certainly 24, I'm sort of done predicting
Maybe
what it's
that's
going to
been
be.
your problem. It's
Maybe.
like, hey, Phil,
Maybe.
you need to stop trying to predict it.
Maybe I need to stop trying to will it into being something and just let it be and be absolutely content with whatever it ends up being.
Yeah, this whole, like, this is a weird thing to get into, but I think we could make this work for going into the new year.
Okay.
And our viewpoint on it, on life. Because being a believer, obviously we're going to take a very different perspective.
Sure.
This idea of manifesting your future, manifesting anything really, to me is just a bunch of BS. Like, I don't care. Like, it's like, oh, I'm gonna just in my thought will something to happen, and it's just the most prideful thing to me. And I've never understood how. I think when you're talking about doing hard work and like doing work to get something. Well, sure, you can call that manifesting. You can call it whatever you want. But the reality is you're doing something to get something. But just sitting around thinking I'm going to just think this into existence is the dumbest thing.
Oh, sure, of course.
It's like Michael Scott. Like, if I could just think it just right. If I could just put the P and think it through. No,
I don't think it's anything like that. You got to do something, but it's there's certainly a saying that I look at here and think, your habits are what kind of decide your destiny, right? And so like you can't change your destiny, but you can change your habits.
Yeah.
And I think that's all good. But I feel very much office space. Right now. We're like, you know what? I don't really want to do that. Yeah. I don't really feel like I want to do that anymore.
Welcome to the club, Phil.
Yeah. What about paying bills? Like, you know what? I thought about it, and I'm not sure I want to do that either. I'm just not going to do that anymore. I feel that way. I feel like, there's been so many, heading into a new year, just thinking like, oh, this is going to be great. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Like, these are going to be some of the goals that we set out. And like, again, another saying that I love is like, everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face. Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Which, let me just say, that fight was ridiculous.
Mike Tyson, Phil Stokes. But that's the thing, is everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face. And like, I think everybody gets punched in the face, and
especially boxers.
I'm not saying boxers do, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, even metaphorically, getting punched in the face.
Gotcha. Yeah, right.
Everybody goes through that, and it is nice to have those plans. But like, what are you going to do when you get punched in the face? What are you going to
do when you get knocked down?
And so, like, you're going to get back up again, and then
get back up again. Oh,
you missed it.
Get back up.
You missed
again.
it. I get knocked down.
I get knocked down.
And I get up again. You're never going to keep me down.
I was thinking the Trolls version.
Yeah, no.
That went through my head.
Trolls version.
No, I know, but
it's a different song.
I know. Yeah.
You picked the more obscure one, which I can appreciate.
Yeah, but what is it? Sublime? No. Wham?
Who?
I get knocked down.
No.
Who is that?
Tubthumper. That's Tubthumper.
Oh, Tubthumper. Sorry.
No, that's the name of the song. It's Tubthumpers. Yeah.
Tubthumper?
Yeah.
This is the problem that I have with early 2000s, 90s music. I can't even. That's another episode.
Is that you get knocked down?
And I get up again, and I'm like,
you're never going to keep me down.
Yeah.
Right.
But then I get knocked down.
But then you get up again.
I get up again, and again, you're never going to keep me down.
Because I'm getting knocked down, and then I get up again.
Yeah.
Right. So that's, I think if...
People
it's really kind of funny, but that's sort of my goal.
Well, and I see that.
When I get knocked down, I'm going to get up again.
Yes.
Because you're never going to keep me down.
Right. And
and so that's my goal
to those guys.
I think that might be that might be my new resolution, is keep getting up.
Tubthumper.
Every single time.
Just say Tubthumper.
I'm going to be a Tubthumper this year.
Okay. All right. I like that. We've coined a phrase that somebody else coined.
I think I've stumbled on something.
You've thumped onto it.
I got knocked down onto something, but I got back up again.
Got right back on.
And it's never going to keep me down.
It never will it keep you down. I
get knocked down. Okay. And then I get up again.
Our listeners are going to kill... Our listener is going to kill us if we keep...
This song is stuck in everybody's head at this point.
But here's the thing.
And it better be the outro music.
Oh, it should totally be the outro. We'll deal with the rights later. I'm all for, and I get like sometimes the whole manifest thing, like people are like, okay, I'm kind of repeating something, or I'm like willing it to happen, and it's more of like some of them do this kind of positivity, this self-talk, which I think that's good. I think
there's some good things out of that.
Yeah, like who knows subconsciously, I'm not a doctor, but like I'm sure there's some benefits subconsciously where you're feeding good into yourself. And I'm all for that. I'm not saying that that's dumb. I just think that this idea that like just in thought, I'm going to make something happen like ethereally, to me is like, no, you have to actually like do work.
You have to do something.
And I feel like sometimes like, you know, so for me, and I'm saying this from learning this year, like if I'm not feeling the pain of work, I'm not working. And so I think this year, and it's not actually a bad pain. It's when you force yourself to do the work you need to do before you allow yourself to do the play you want to do. And so like today, for example, I was like, I got stuff I got to do. I have to fix the sink. I got to take down the trampoline.
This close to New Year's? Wow.
Yeah. I know. Can you believe it? I had to fix the sink right before New Year's. I finally took the trampoline down.
Oh my gosh, like it's been snowing.
I know. And I was like, oh.
But I get it.
But I got it, right? I got the trampoline down. Yeah. And it's like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. And I was like, I really want to do those things. And I have the free time today, but I know I have to do these other things. And so, like with work, like, I got to do these sales calls. I got to do these emails. So I think if I can like just every day kind of try to push myself in that direction, one step at a time.
Yeah.
Just do good today. And then the next day I'll worry about that tomorrow.
Yeah. That's great.
So that's
great. And then if you do get punched in the face, it's no big deal.
Right.
Because you just get up again.
Yeah. Because I mean, if I got punched and I don't know, like got knocked down.
Just get back up again.
I get back up.
Right.
Whoa.
You know why?
Whoa. I get back up again.
Because you're never going to keep you down, right? Yeah.
Well, Happy New Year, Phil. To 2025. To our whiskey bits.
To our whiskey bits.
And the future of the world.
To 2025.
To 2025. It's so good. It's so good.
It's very good. I'm going to eat the cherries now.
Oh, okay.
Next time on Whiskey Bits. So you wanted to talk about
hockey. No, I legit wanted to talk about hockey. Hockey was my topic. I thought, winter, it probably just started, which that's totally false, because I literally know nothing. The one experience I have with hockey was the one game I went to with you there.
Yeah.
That was it. The Wolves.
Yeah.
I actually really liked it.
Great.
I don't know much about it.
Right.
I think it's very helpful when they had the laser that followed the puck. That was nice, but it's gone now. So I'm like, well, why would I watch? I don't know where the puck is.
Well, you can see it better in HD.
That's true.
Now, hey, thanks for sticking around. That's it for this episode of Whiskey Bits. But if you enjoyed yourself, please like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform.